You wanna know why? Because I just woke up about 30 minutes ago. Mind you, it's 9:58, and I planned on getting up around 8 o'clock to go to the gym, and then to come pick up my sister, to go to work, and then to go grocery shop. Do you think any of that happened? If you do, clearly you think I just look a mess all the time. Rude. I'm literally in a onesie, still in my sleeping clothes, because I still have not, I just got out of bed type thing. And you know the crazy thing? I'm pulling out. Why is there a van driving behind me? Literally pulling out. Anyways. At this point, I'm just like, okay, am I ever going to get it together for real? Like, I literally had a whole hour and a half conversation with my mother last night about the frustrations of being an entrepreneur, trying to get my life together, trying to be on schedule, trying to be a timely person. I got me an alarm. I thought it didn't work. But in reality, I just don't know how to set it. It literally went off at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning. I was awake, but my brain was so frazzled, I didn't know how to operate. So you know what I did? Got back in the bed. Then my 6:45 alarm went off. I got back in the bed. Then my 7:45 alarm went off. You know what I did? I got back in the bed. I stayed asleep. I chose to stay asleep. I snoozed through my alarms, knowing good and well that I had wrote out an entire plan out. Like, literally on my notes app, you can see my laid out plan as to what I plan on getting done today. And the first 2 to 3 hours of my day, I've done nothing of that. Why? Because I wanted to sleep. And so that's why this live stream is titled, will I ever actually get, at this point, will I ever actually get it together? Because I'm really just like, you cry, you get irritated, you get frustrated, you try one thing and then you stop. You make a plan and then you don't do it. And I'm just like, here's my issue. Here are the two things that I'm really struggling right now. Number one, I really love sleep. I love rest. And last night, I got some good rest. So you know what I did? I stayed asleep. There's a difference between rest and sleep. Rest is the rejuvenation, your body feeling like good again and ready for the next day. I got rest. But the problem is, I went back to sleep. And sleep is the whole 8 hours or the just, napping, stuff like that. That's sleep. That's you just wanting to be laying down, doing nothing, brain off, basically. But your brain's not even off for real. But like, you're just in a place where you don't have to do anything because you're asleep. And I love that state. I haven't been getting rest for real because I've been loving sleep. And then the second issue I have, and that's the other reason why I snooze my alarms, because I like sleep. I want to sleep. I just want to be asleep. The second thing is, I don't like thinking. I was watching this video by Myron Golden, and he was talking about some people just don't actually think. And I was like, ah. And he's like, some of y'all don't actually process everything that goes into something. He explained it really amazingly. And I was like, I think. Not in a prideful way, not in a boastful way. I definitely think. I think through a lot of different stuff. The issue is, I don't want to think. I want to turn my brain off. I don't want to have to process stuff. I just want to just chill, be still when I want to be still. If I want to create, I'll create. But I don't want to have to create on a schedule, because then I feel constrained. And the problem about being an entrepreneur in a creative business, creative industry, is you have to have structure. You have to be structured. You have to get up and have a routine. Like, I need a routine. I can't live off, oh yeah, I'm gonna do. I have clients who have demands. I have deadlines that I have to meet, and I don't meet those deadlines sometimes. And I'm really riding on grace and mercy right now because of how much I don't get done on a timely manner. I watched this video last night, and it was like, you have to make a decision. Now, mind you, I don't think she's a Christian, because the way she was explaining stuff, I was like, it's not giving Christian. But some of the stuff I have seen where, okay, I'm like, okay, that can be a Christian principle. I sure hope that didn't mess with my live stream. Hello? Okay, cool. I was realizing, I was like, she was like, you have to, your old self basically has to die. Like, the old habits dies. When you decide that you're going to become a better person, that part of you, that person you were before, is dead. Finito. Goodbye, you know? And that kind of reminds me of the verse where God talks about you are a new creation in Christ, or in Christ you're a new creation. I need to go back and read it. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll start to think like that. But I never actually died. You want to know why? Because I want to still be this way. And that's my flesh. Like, my flesh craves sleep. My flesh craves not being awake and thinking. My flesh craves just being lazy and being creative whenever I want to. And I don't know if I've fed my spirit and my soul enough of the word and have enough faith to believe that I can change, to believe that I want change. Like, I don't know if I know I need change, and that's the problem. I know I need to change, but I don't know if I want to change just yet. So yeah, that's what this whole 10-minute rant was about. Is these are like the beginning parts of like wanting to be better, needing to be better, but not doing better. And I know it's a mindset change, it's a mindset shift. You have to, okay, come on, move out the way. How's it going? Okay. Man, that must have been really close. I don't know, I'm just... Well, my alarm went off at 5 a.m. Mind you, I did not know how that thing worked. Because I was like, this thing is broken. I literally, like, I got it from a TikTok shop, so I made sure to return it. Now, mind you, I didn't know it would work today. And the Lord told me, he was like, you still have that battery in the clock. I was like, oh yeah, I know. Like, it is what it is, I don't care. 5:30 in the morning, I definitely cared. Like, what is going on? Why is this thing yelling in my room? And I had it all packaged up, so I literally had to go like frantically at 5:30 in the morning to not wake up the entire house, unpack this entire bag to take the battery out. And then after all of that, I literally felt like my brain was like jumbling up so much information. I was so confused. I literally was in my head like, okay, be quiet, like, be quiet. It was so scary. Like, I literally felt like I had no control as to what was going on in my brain. And I didn't even know what was going on in my brain. It was just like images and dreams and voices and music and like memories. It was just so much going on. I'm like, it's 5:30 in the morning. I want to go back to sleep. And this is like what's going on in my brain. Like, I don't even know what's going on type thing. So that's why I went back to bed that time. Now, the 6:45 thing, I definitely could have got up. I definitely could have got up at 6:45. 7:45, I definitely could have gotten up. Like, I was refreshed. I felt good, but I chose not to get up. So, I'm going home. I am not going to go grocery shop like I wanted to. Instead, I'm going to clean my room, pack. There's a bug in this truck. Clean my room, pack, work, get some work done before I have to leave. I need to do a devotional, because I really need to read the verse about like dying to self, because I cannot keep living like this. Like, and it's not, I'm with a Bible study called Higher Z, and they're with the Higher Dimension Church, and they're going on the 70 fast next week. And I know I need to go on one, but a part of me is just like, girl, you may need to start today. You may need to start today, but I don't have any food, so that's the only reason why I'm like, okay, well, I don't have any food, so I don't know if I can do that right now. But like, the reality is, I literally need to starve my flesh. And I'm like, how do you starve your flesh from sleep? Because when you don't eat, you just sleep. You are tired. You are exhausted. And so that's why I'm just like, how do you fast from sleeping if that's the thing that you want? Like, if sleep is the one thing that you want, the one thing that you need, the one thing that your body craves, how do you fast from that? Do you just pull all-nighters every single day? Am I going to have to just pull all-nighters for the next week until I lock in and get it together? Questions that I need to ask my pastor. Because I got too much hanging on to all of this. Too many people talking. And I know I have a full life ahead of me. I know that I'm not going to be this way for the rest of my life. I know I just have to keep going. But I just need some direction on what to do. I mean, not really. Like, I've already decided, like I already know what the real issue is. But I'm just like, okay, how do I did go to sleep a little bit later. But I keep making excuses for myself, too. That was another thing that the video said, is to stop making excuses for yourself. You need to be disappointed in your old self. You need to be disappointed in the bad habits that you have. You need to be disappointed. And I was like, I don't know if that's Christ-like, but if it were to be Christ-like, I would look at it as the acts that you do, the bad habits that you have, are wickedness. Like, it is pure wickedness to want to sleep in. It's pure wickedness to want to be lazy. It is wickedness to just sleep all day. I'm just talking about the habits that I have that I struggle with. It is wickedness to, what was the other thing I said? To not think. Oh yeah, to be foolish, basically. To have a foolish mind. And to aimlessly scroll? I'm trying to use big words. To just mindlessly scroll. That's the word I was looking for. Like, that's wickedness. So I guess it's just like I literally have to rewire my entire brain, because even after the whole hour-and-a-half long conversation I had with my mother about all these issues, you know what I went to go do? Mindlessly scroll, because I didn't want to feel how I felt. I didn't want to feel disgusted with myself. But it's just like, if I want to change, I have to sit in the disgust of that wickedness. Like, I literally have to tear this part of my life out. I have to sit in the uncomfortability of change. And it's going to hurt. It's going to feel weird and icky and nasty and disturbing. But I have to sit in that, because that's the only way I'm going to change. Because I'm not going to want to sit there. And like, my phone, I want to live a righteous life, but I can't live a righteous life if I'm sitting there doom scrolling all the time. Like, I should be creating. There is so much that I have on my mind, on my thoughts, on what God has for me to create, that it's just like, bro, ain't no way you still on this app and haven't created something since how long? My drive is over. And I still look crazy. But the lesson of this live stream that I have accepted is, I need to figure out how to fast from sleep. If that means that I'm doing all-nighters to get work done, then that's what it is. I have apps on my phone that turns off TikTok and Instagram at certain hours. Because the thing is, my work is on social media. So I have to use the social media platforms for work. But I can't use it for my own account. So have it set for certain hours, I cannot access those social media platforms. So there goes my scrolling. But then it's like, okay, during the day when I'm not working, I need to set a schedule. I need to kill, basically crucify. My bad. Crucify, because we're Christians. I need to crucify my flesh, my bad habits, this old self. I need to read the verse about be living as a new creation in Christ. And I need to set some kind of schedule that is actually doable. And I'm going to have to sit in the uncomfortability of this season. I just know these next the rest of this year is about to be so uncomfortable. And I'm turning 25 too. Oh, I'm about to be so uncomfortable with myself. Like, I'm basically rewiring who I am, just not my personality. Like, I have to separate my habits from my personality. And I think that sometimes I feel like me, like, being tired or being sleepy is my personality. And it's not. It is not. Being tired and being sleepy all the time is not a personality trait. It's not funny. Like, it's not funny. Like, when we relate to each other about that, it's just like, bro, why are we relating to that? Like, we can't relate to anything else. Like, that's not a personality trait. We have made being tired, being sleepy a personality trait. Man, I'm not even gonna say we. I have made it a personality trait. Like, I can't keep doing that. I cannot live like that. So, separating my bad habits from my personality and becoming a new person that is a righteous living. I mean, basically the words that I said that I was working on. Faithful, intentional, disciplined, diligent, and excellent. That's the type of person that I want to be. And it's going to take ripping apart every inch of these bad habits in me this next year, at least this next year, to be able to be the person that I can, to be able to handle what God has for me. So it's going to be a very uncomfortable year. So yeah. I might be pulling some all-nighters just so that I can get out of this phase. Who knows? I'll keep y'all updated on what I do. Well, hopefully I'll keep y'all updated. I might be doing more of these live streams because I felt more comfortable doing a live stream than having to do an entire video and edit it. I don't know why. I think I just enjoy live streams. Live streams are my jam. I did live streams in college. I enjoyed them. I enjoy them a whole lot more than anything else. I might just start doing live streams on all of my platforms. And then every once in a while, I actually post a video. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe if you want to be on the journey with me as an entrepreneur who's trying to get her life together, who's about to turn 25, and is about to be very uncomfortable for the next year. Such a great pitch. Okay, if I could just end it.